Welcome to SmartPad TV. This is Dr. Paul Bindell, President of Life Systems Software. It is with great pleasure that we provide you with this segment of our video training series for the ChiroSuite programs. The ChiroSuite programs of ChiroOffice and SmartPad are filled with numerous letters, reports, and other items that are user-definable. This presentation is going to concentrate on the templates for those particular items. If you are in only ChiroPad, the means of accessing these particular items is to come down to the lower left corner of your screen, click on the Windows Start button, select All Programs, go to ChiroSuite, and then select SmartPad Template Editor. I'm going to close the editor momentarily so that we can also show you how to access it from ChiroOffice. When you're in the ChiroOffice program, simply go to Tools and SmartPad Template Editor. Once the editor is open, you will find yourself on a blank word processing screen. If you were going to create a totally new template, this is where you would begin. However, at this point, I would like to show you how to access the templates that are already in the system. Come up to the Open a Document icon, click on it, and that will bring you to an Open File menu. It may open directly to narrative templates. However, it is also possible that it will open to only common or directly to documents. The documents that are on this list are for the different parts of the late notices, the monthly billing statements, and the receipts. In order to modify the late notices, simply double-click on the selection for which category of late notice you want, and then going item by item, you can double-click on it and you will be able to find the information. Once it is open, you can then modify whatever this says to your heart's content. If you want to be able to insert items other than those that are displayed on this particular screen, come up to the Insert button, click on Field, and then you will have a list of all the insertion fields, their categories, and what is found within each category. In order to place any specific item someplace in the document that you are preparing, click to the spot that you want to be in, and then select the item and click Insert, and it will automatically fill in. If you simply type in the brackets and the word, it will not insert the item that you have selected. You must select the item by coming to the Insertion field. Within the Insertion field, you will find that there are many items related to the patient's personal information, the patient's financial information, insurance information, attorney information, employer, treatment, including the diagnosis over here, visit information, such as the last visit date as well as the next scheduled appointment, provider information, miscellaneous, such as today's date, and the various pronoun entries that would go into various types of reports. The items below that start with the word narrative were designed specifically for creating narrative reports. As you can see, there's a wealth of insertion fields. If you find that there are others that you would like to have available, please be sure to let us know, and we will see what we can do about getting them in. When you're finished with the insertion fields, simply click Close. As you go through each particular item and make any changes, whether it's to add something or delete it, whether you are typing something in or changing something in any other way, always be sure that you click on the Save icon when you are finished so that that item will be saved. In order to move on to another item within the template editor, simply click on the Open Document icon again, and if it is another item within the section that you are looking in at this point, then simply choose that item, double click on it, and you will be able to view that and modify it accordingly. When you're finished, always click on the Save icon. In order to select other areas, you would first save this one, then click on the Open a Document icon, and then once you are back in the initial menu screen, you would find the file that has the up arrow on it. Click on that particular item so that it brings you up to where you need to be. For example, if the next thing you wanted to do was modify the receipt that the system automatically prints for the patient, you would now double-click on receipt.txm, and that will open up the information. Note that for this receipt, we have deleted the doctor's social security number so that it gives an added level of protection to make sure that identity theft does not occur. As you scroll down through this particular item, you can also see that we have modified the message that would appear beneath. You have the ability here to add in insertion fields and to make whatever changes you would like on this form. However, we strongly urge that if you're going to make any changes, that you do it with the guidance of our technical support staff. After you've made any changes, click on the Save icon. If you do not save it, it's as if it was never entered. To move to another area of SmartPad, click on the Open a Document icon again, and this time we're going to go up one level once again and go into the letter templates. By double-clicking on the selection for letter templates, this will show you all the letters that are currently in the system. When you select a specific letter, you can double-click on it, and that letter will open. You will note that it has left sufficient space for your letterhead, and if you have a different type of letterhead, you can modify the spacing. You would then look at the letter, modify it in whatever way you want to, or you could even delete the entire thing and start over again. In any case, you also have all the insertion fields available here to play with and to make use of. Again, once you are finished with whatever editing you are doing, click on the Save icon. Keep in mind that all the letters that you see in this particular area of the letter templates are available to you through both ChiroOffice and ChiroPad. When you select these letters in either ChiroPad or ChiroOffice, they will automatically print out, filling in the patient's name and address and all the other insertion items that you have placed into them. Again, once you are finished, click on the Save icon. When we click on the Open a Folder area, you will be able to find all the other letters, view them in advance of printing, modify them in whatever way you choose, and just make sure that you have saved it. We will once again click on the up arrow to go up one level, and this time we're going to go back into the narrative templates. In the narrative templates, you will find a list of all the narratives that are within the system. When you double-click on a selection, it will show you how the narratives have been prepared with the cover letters and the insertion fields. Although this may look relatively brief, when the system collects all the information from the patient's file and fills it in, you will have a multi-page narrative in dictation quality English that is grammatically correct and ready for sending to the attorney or the insurance carrier, depending upon how you have set up everything in your system. We would strongly urge that you practice with the SmartPad template editor in the training section of the program before you do things with your live data set. In this way, you will be able to make use of it very easily and accurately, and you will be sure that the system is actually doing what you want it to. In order to enter the training area, we will close out of the templates. We will close the program. We will then go back to the attendant bar, and once on the attendant bar, click on Log On. That will bring up the sign-in area, and for the site, you would click into the drop-down arrow, choose Training. Under User for available names, you would select Training User 1, and the password for the training site is the word user, U-S-E-R. Once you have typed it in and you click OK, it will verify that you want to change from what had been there before, and then you will be in the program in the training area. You will now be able to make use of the program without having to worry about disturbing any of your live patient data. When you are finished in the training area, you would once again come back to the attendant, close out of the program completely, click on Log On, and then for your own office, you would click on the drop-down arrow, click on Main, and then enter the appropriate username and password, and then you will be back within your live data set. Thank you for watching this training video. Should you have additional questions that were not answered here, please contact support@chiropad.com or call us at 973-625-3716. We will do everything we can to make sure that you get the maximum benefit from using the ChiroSuite program.